also like one famous Ethereum researcher, David. If you go online, you can see their news. They recently got called like HackVC and A16Z. We call that the recent round, and we also invested even before that round. So yeah, like they are trying to build personalized AI. Basically, you just need to they just learn your personal data on your phone, and by tracking your behavior, then it will help you like become your personal assistant. For example, you can basically just talk to your phone and say, hey, like drive me to, or like tell my Tesla to drive me to the restaurant I went to last Friday on California Avenue, things like that. Like just to, you know, like whatever you watched in the scientific movies before, it will become true, partially true by having those startups working on fancy things. So this is one very interesting project we recently invested. Also, if we're talking about the Bitcoin ecosystem, not recently, but like this year we invested into Mazo. Also, it's a Bitcoin scaling solution out there. And Babylon, but then yeah, we invested last year, but we only invested in total two Bitcoin ecosystem project, Babylon and Mazo. And then there are a few more. Honestly, there's not that many new categories out there, so it's being quiet.
Yeah, I think they covered a lot. I think maybe in terms of trends, upcoming trends for maybe the next bull cycle. I think couple that we think will actually see the full fruition in the next bull cycle. One is FHE, so we looked at a few FHE projects, but again, like Zama, like we did quite well, but we still feel that the full potential of FHE will somehow come in the next bull cycle. So that is one which we are actively, kind of tracking. The other one, yeah, I agree. Like there is, like generally the whole AI. I mean, we are seeing a lot of explosion here, but I think a lot of that explosion is happening still on the infra side. So there is generally like infra fatigue. Like there's just too much infra. So I think for strong crypto adoption, there needs to be strong applications building on all of this infra. So there has to be a kind of a consumer play where a lot of consumer companies actually do very well building on all of this infra that has been built. So I think again that should see the light in the next bull cycle. So yeah, those would be the two additions I feel.
Amazing. I think for now, because the time is about to end, so let's end the session. Like about, for example, like if you are talking to all your portfolio right now, so like what would you suggest them on the scaling side to bring the next, to successfully scale the business and bring the new customer, and it's like make the project run and get the adoption from the market. So please visit our streaming, and then we can end the session today.
I think it depends on in which category they're working. Obviously, if it's about DeFi, then you have to think and worry about how to bootstrap the liquidity, how to make it interesting enough for degens that are always the first adopters, and then build from degens towards retail. If it's about the deeping side of things, then you have to worry about very different issues. Who are the particular users that potentially already have the hardware that you want to integrate into your network, or if it's a new hardware that is customized for your deeping project in particular, then who are potential buyers who could leverage that. So I think it is very hard to come up with a generalized advice for any sort of project, and it always depends on many factors that would describe the individual situation and the stage of the company. But I think the past few months, especially Q2 and Q3, have been somewhat challenging for projects, and we still had some of the portfolios managed to build like excellent KPIs even in this market environment, and usual money is one of them. And I think when I look at this team, I never seen like the team that has been had more attention to detail. I think they talk to essentially every crypto degen out there. They literally have like a list of few hundred of them, and they reached out to everybody, and they're super enthusiastic and managed to grow the TBL basically against the odds in a very poor market environment overall. So I guess they're one of the positive examples in showing that even in the bad market environment, it is possible as long as you have the good vision and as long as you have a super dedicated team that is able to transfer this vision to the broader audience.
Yeah, I don't necessarily would tell our portfolios to have to pay too much attention on scale at this market now, because I mean crypto is still really a very small market. So when the market is going down, and then when there's no too much new players from outside, it's really expensive to try to scale in this situation. So instead of throwing money out there, I would say to be a little bit more patient and wait for a better time, and then but then of course keep building. But then yeah, I guess scaling is important, but then maybe not. Don't spend too much money. Just throw your money on it. Yeah.
I think building on that. So, for example, there are companies in our portfolio that maybe want to launch a token. So generally, what we were saying, I think from the past, earlier this year also is, so we feel that this is, so every bull cycle generally has a few corrections, 3 to 4 corrections. So we still feel that this is a bull cycle. It will, again, nobody can predict the exact time, but it will sometimes still last till end of maybe Q3, Q4 of next year before the cycle goes down. So for a lot of portfolios, we are suggesting them to take advantage of this cycle and do the token launch, so that they can, otherwise they again have to wait till the next bull cycle. Then for other companies that have raised a little bit of money or they are looking to raise, what we are suggesting them in this cycle, they should have raised enough funds and have at least 18 to ideally 24 months of runway. So even if they have some less than 1 year of cash, we are recommending them to take advantage of the market cycle, go and raise some more buffer money so they have that 18-24 months of runway. Those two I think, other than what these guys said, will be the key ones.
Really love all the sharing today. I think this can give us a very clear understanding of how we can on the personal side, how to evaluate the projects and how we can see the potential future from each of the features or the character that the project showed to us. So thank you for all of your time today. So this is the end of the session.
Thank you.